Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to some HGAC basketball doubleheader here at Summer Center and Copeland Court as Rose-Hulman Fighting Engineers come to the banks of Riley Creek to take on the Bluffton University Beavers. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a great Saturday. Caleb Gieskin, Andrew Consworth up in the booth, and Bluffton, another conference opponent coming in, suffered a tough loss this past Wednesday, and hopefully trying to get back on the right track here today, but they have a tough opponent, Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for the Beavers today. They have a pretty big opponent in front of them with Rose-Hulman, who's bounced back nicely after a short hiatus that their program went on. And it's going to be all about stopping Jamie Baum for the Beavers. She's averaging 19 points a game on the season.
Yeah, Jamie Baum, some people might say a potential Conference Player of the Year favorite. Rose-Hulman looking for their first Conference Player of the Year in the program's history, as Priggy will shoot a wing three, won't be able to hit the rim, will go out of bounds, and we'll now see the first offensive possession for the Fighting Engineers. Like you said, Andrew, Jamie Baum leading the way for Rose-Hulman, a 5'10" senior from Los Altos, California, averaging 19 points a game. We'll see Anaya Hawkins back in the starting lineup after being on the bench for the past couple games, now into the short corners, now driving is Reese. She'll go up with the right hand, can't convert. You see Madison Brown bringing up, been phenomenal at the point guard position for the Beavers this season, averaging about 17 points a game. Now see back up top to Priggy, gets it onto the elbow for Lindsey Smith. Priggy gets it back, less than 10 on the shot clock. They're gonna have to throw up some here. Brown drives, goes underneath the rim and steps out of bounds.
Similar to the start last game had for the Beavers, just couldn't get things going offensively in the first 5 minutes. And Rose-Hulman is not having a great season defensively. They had some pretty tough opponents, but they're letting up 78 points per game. So you would think a fast start might be in the books for the Beavers today, but it hasn't been the case thus far.
Yeah, Bluffton had spent about 5.5 minutes to start off the game without a point this past week, as that shot's no good, and Lindsey Smith will hand it off to Brown. She'll look to push, finds Clark on the wing. Brown wide open mid-range, yes! And Bluffton will get the first points of the game.
That's a little too much space from the elbow right there for Madison Brown. She doesn't take a whole lot of three-point shots, but her midi is pretty consistent.
As it was Reese looking to drive there, ball got tipped out of bounds, but Rose-Hulman will hold on to possession. Before today, Rose-Hulman went up against Manchester, an impressive 62-55 win at home. That bomb three doesn't hit rim. Now see it up top with Brown. Brown drives left.
Good move.
Goes up and under, can't finish. Hawkins with the board. Now see Reese again, a sophomore from Jeffersonville, Indiana, averaging 8.5 points a game. Now it hands a bomb, gets it into the elbow. The Ship will get a jump ball between Ship and Priggy. Looking at this roster for Rose-Hulman, like we mentioned, Rose-Hulman 2 seasons ago couldn't finish out their season, but now looking at this lineup, you see about 5 or 6 freshmen on the roster for Rose-Hulman, including, I believe now 4 freshmen in the starting lineup tonight.
Yeah, they've done a really good job turning things around, and you can credit the head coach, Devin Paul, for that. He's 2-0 in his short stint with the Engineers against the Beavers. And you can kind of tell that Coach Shuttler is going to need something to get some momentum going in this conference part of the season. But tonight, or today rather, is a good chance for that.
We'll see Baum finish with her left hand. They finally get Rose-Hulman on the board after 3 minutes of play. Brown getting the handoff, look to go to the paint, has to kick it back out. 5 on the clock. Priggy underneath the rim, tipped. They're gonna have to throw something up. Smith tries to get inside to Brinkman, but the shot clock will expire and a turnover on Bluffton. Beavers Their last loss just this past Wednesday. Had a little bit of a struggle there with turnovers. Kind of cost them the game, as well as free throws.
Yeah, turnovers and free throws were the two big things that you can point at and say, once we improve those two things, then we should be pretty good.
The ball get tipped out of bounds and stay in the possession of the Fighting Engineers. It's again Jamie Baum trying to do it all here. Baum tries to get on the block, has to bring it back out. And we'll get a travel call on Emma Ship.
Both offenses really struggling to find their footing so far in this one, and I'm surprised that Rose-Hulman has not really tried to get the ball into Jamie Baum's hands a little bit more, but you definitely need some other scoring options other than just one person. It's a little bit easier to game plan when you're going up against one really good player versus a group of really good scorers.
See a nice acrobatic finish from Rachel Clark. Now 4 minutes into this game, only a 4-2 ball game. Not really much scoring from either team this season. Bluffton averaging 67 points a game. Rose-Hulman averaging 62, but Bluffton's just had phenomenal defense this year. I believe they're undefeated 4-0 when holding their teams to less than 60 points. See Ship go up with the left hand, can't get it, but nice up and under from Julia Meyer.
Not sure that she knew where the basket was on that one, but good awareness to just be able to find the bottom of the net.
Priggy's wide open for three, and it rolls around the rim and good. Kayla Priggy, a phenomenal three-point shooter for Bluffton. About 37.5 three-pointers a game, and a steal from Lindsay Smith.
And the Beavers are 36.5% from three-point land this year. That's a pretty good mark. Rose-Hulman comes in shooting just 26.7%. They've actually made the same amount, but haven't been able to capitalize on their chances. Rose-Hulman has taken almost 30 more three-point attempts than the Beavers.
We'll see second chance points coming there from Lindsay Smith, making a 9-4 ball game. Reese underneath the rim, tipped out of bounds by Clark. That'll take us to our first immediate timeout. Bluffton looking very strong here in the first 5.5 minutes of this ball game with a 9-4 lead in the first.
Sports fans, we pack stadiums, arenas, and local gyms every day. And every sports fan is uniquely human. Seeing each play with your own eyes, triggering your own emotions. And as humans, we won't agree on every call, but we can act with empathy and consideration. So put yourself in the official shoes. Be more than a fan. Be officially human.
We welcome you back. 9-4 lead for Bluffton. 4.5 minutes left in the first. And Angie, we gotta like this start for Bluffton, especially just limiting the opportunities that Rose-Hulman has on the offensive end and capitalizing on their offensive end.
Yeah, they've done a really nice job on defense so far. You've seen a couple of times, like right here, where Rose-Hulman's gotten an extra possession because Bluffton's not able to get a defensive rebound. But aside from that, they're doing a really good job making sure that the looks that Rose-Hulman is getting are not good ones, or they're having to force up a shot late in the shot clock.
A nice block there from Lindsay Smith. Lindsay Smith has been phenomenal on the defensive end for Bluffton. Stively's three is good.
She's been fantastic coming off the bench for the Beavers. 8 for 17 going into today from the three-point line. That's good for 47%. She gets up to 9 for 18, now up to 50% on the year.
Now see Baum gives it to Ship, top of the key three, rattles in. Rose-Hulman's able to respond with a three-pointer of their own.
Looks like her foot might have been on the line there. They have it as a 2 on the scoreboard right now.
Well, see Prigge on the wing, 2-3, looks like a 2-1-2 now from Rose-Hulman. Stively will launch another 3. That's a little bit too strong. Lindsey Smith fighting for the offensive board. They'll bring it back out to Clark. Smith, short corner, tries to get inside the fence and maker, but is well defended by Julia Meyer. See Baum going up against Prigge, left hand, nice finish.
It's a great job finishing through contact right there. Didn't really have much of an angle to get that shot up, but somehow found a way.
Last game against Mount St. Joe, I believe Lacey Fencenmaker and Lindsey Smith both had double-doubles with points and rebounds. There's a nice elbow jumper there from Fencenmaker.
Yeah, they both put up impressive numbers in that loss. I think they both had 12 rebounds and double-digit points.
Seeing back and forth game between Rose and Bluffton in the first quarter, while the main lead's been maintained around 4 to 6 points. As Baum is now starting to get into a little bit of a groove here, now up to 6 points.
That's kind of what I expected we would see more from this offense coming into this one, and just looks like they weren't able to get her the ball a whole lot in those first few minutes, and when she was, she just didn't have many options. So I'm not surprised to see her get the scoring going.
We'll see now Madison Brown checking back in. We'll also see Mackenzie Townsend coming in for Bluffton. We'll also see Amelia Diaz and CK Gallegos Rodriguez checking in for Rose-Hulman with 2 minutes left here in the first. Meyer into the paint, tipped and stolen by Townsend. Another turnover for Rose-Hulman brings them up to 3 in the first quarter. Townsend on the elbow finds Prigge. Swings it around, Stively drives. Loses control as they bring it back out, 10 on the shot clock. Have to get something here. Brown brings it back out, mid-range jumper off the back iron. Townsend able to get it back. Prigge will launch a deep 3. That won't go. Brown with another offensive board, goes up with the layup, and they will say the foul is on the floor. But some more offensive rebounds from Bluffton. We saw Wednesday against Mount St. Joe. They're phenomenal on the offensive glass.
Yeah, there you saw Mackenzie Townsend grab a couple of those offensive boards. She's done a really good job coming in for Lindsey Smith, the senior center. You don't expect Lindsey Smith to play the whole game. And so Mackenzie Townsend has done a good job in that backup center role.
Fencenmaker will lose possession of it. Now with 1 more minute in the first, Baum into the paint. You see Lorenzen brings it back out, Meyer. Will be Baum again into the paint. Backing down Clark, goes up with the left hand, can't get the bounce. And we will have a foul on the floor. Looks like it'll go up against Bluffton.
Yeah, I think they got Rachel Clark on the foul there. They called a hold, but it really looked like an over the back.
We'll see Columbo Rodriguez checking in for the Fighting Engineers. Baum, pull-up jumper from the elbow, too short. Ball gets tipped, rolls out of bounds, and it will stay in the possession of the Fighting Engineers. With now about 5.7 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Baum picks it up, goes up with the left hand, too strong. Fencenmaker with the board. We'll now see Stively with it, less than 10 now in the first. Brown drives to the middle of the paint, goes up with it, yes!
Wow, she absorbed the contact and still finished right there. I was actually, when she got stopped, I was like, oh, there's no way she's going up with this, but a nice job. She just went right into the body, got the shot up, and it falls.
A nice finish for Bluffton there to take us to the end of the first quarter. A 16-10 lead for the Beavers.
My name is Ashley Cloker. This is my third year at Bluffton University, and I am a mathematics major. My favorite class pertaining to my math major is my calculus class. It was my freshman year, and it was with a lot of the friends that I have now. I chose Bluffton because of the faculty and all the people here at Bluffton really welcomed me into the community, and it made me feel like I was at home. After I graduate, I plan on becoming a teacher, a math teacher at the high school level, and a coach on the side.
We welcome you back for the start of the second quarter. We see the upcoming schedule, upcoming home games for the women's team. The women's team will be playing this Saturday, December 21st against Adrian College. And then following Monday on the 30th, they'll welcome in Defiance College, continue that rivalry. We'll also see the men's play December 31st against Kalamazoo. We'll see Brown the elbow, can't convert. But it will be a foul on the floor.
Madison Brown has been an artist at getting to the free throw line so far this season. 45 free throw attempts, more than double of anybody else on the team.
First one from Brown doesn't go, and there it is. Andrew, we talked about it this past Wednesday. Their loss to Mount St. Joe free throws played a big role in that game, but was able to convert.
Yeah, and they'll be the first to tell you that was one of the main reasons that they weren't able to at least make that game a little bit closer. Was back and forth most of the time. Bluffton just couldn't crack that lead down past 6, and they weren't able to make a run there at the end, partially because of those missed free throws. And, you know, talking to them, it sounded like they were in agreement.
Another offensive board from Fencenmaker, getting triple teamed. Then looks like it'll be another foul. It'll go up against Amelia Diaz. As Anaya Hawkins will check back in. Madison Brown looks to inbound. Get it into Townsend. Brown will get it right back. Brown drives baseline, Clark in the corner. Bring it back out. Pull-up jump from Brown is no good. Jamie Baum with the rebound. Gets it inside to Shib. Back out. Jumper from Reese, no good. Bluffton will slow it down here. It'll be Brown now. Heavy pressure defense there from Diaz. Nice pass into Fenstermaker, finishes.
Yeah, Rose-Hulman playing pretty tight defense up top, and you would think that that would allow Bluffton to get more points in the paint so far, but it really seems like they've had more success with the outside scoring in this one.
Nice floater there from Jamie Baum, gets her up to 8.
That was about as smooth as can be right there. It hardly moved the net.
Clark drives right, has to try to bring it back out. Ball is tipped by Baum, loose on the floor. And they'll give the possession to Rose-Hulman. We'll see Prigge and Smith checking back in. We'll also see Kyla Collenberg checking in for the first time today.
Amelia Diaz has been pretty good for the Fighting Engineers, getting her hands in there, tying up the Bluffton ball handler. She had a foul down low that could have gone as a jump ball as well. But right there, she's able to get another possession for her team.
That'll be Ship going up against Smith. Isn't able to finish in the paint. We'll now see Smith on the elbow, handoff to Columber. We'll swing it around. Brown drives into the paint, ball tipped by Diaz and out of bounds. Bluffton will maintain possession with 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Madison Brown to inbound it. Is able to get it into Columber in the corner. Drives into the paint, goes up with the right hand, can't finish. And then yet another offensive rebound from Lacey Fenstemaker. She's been a workhorse down on the glass for the Beavers today.
Yeah, she has been for most of the season, averaging almost 8 rebounds a game, second on the team behind Lindsey Smith. She's done a really nice job so far today. Can expect more of that going forward.
Fenstemaker into the paint. Can't get it, gets it back, can't get the second chance. Ship drives baseline, gets it to go, and the foul.
What a big play from Emma Ship, being able to get that and the foul to get her team back into this. Felt like Bluffton was starting to build a pretty nice lead there, getting up to 7. Now she's got a chance to cut this to a 4-point game.
We'll see Tamron Brinkman checking in for Rose-Hulman, or for Bluffton. Ship's able to convert the and one. Cuts the lead down to 4. Pressure defense there from Rose-Hulman. Brown's able to get it back. Now it's to bring it back out. Prigge in the paint, shot fake. And we'll have a blocking foul on Sophia Reese. It'll be her second of the game.
Yeah, they just got their feet tangled up there. You can see on the replay. Prigge tries to step through and got her with the kick right there.
Kayla Prigge so far this season shooting 59% from the charity stripe. One of the leading scorers, averaging just under 15 points a game. Able to convert on the first. See Funnell waiting to check in for Rose-Hulman. Prigge can't convert the second. Ship gets the defensive board. Prigge almost gets the steal, but Hawkins is able to get it back. See Reese has to bring it back out. Looks to go baseline, but then brings it back out again. Nice steal from Columber. Read it like a book.
Yeah, she looked like a safety coming down from middle of the field to go ahead and snag that one.
See Prigge heavily guarded by Baum. Well, Smith on the elbow. Prigge gets it back, deep 3. Yes! Another 3-pointer from Caleb Prigge brings the lead up to 8. Hawkins will shoot a 3 of her own. That's a little too strong. Brown with the defensive board. She looks to push. Hands it off to Prigge. Let's bring it around. Columber 3. Won't go. We'll see Reese with the defensive board. Well, they'll look to go quick. Inside Ship. Left hand gets it to go once again.
Another good conversion right there from Emma Ship. She's averaging 9 points a game on the season, or just under that rather. And today she's already off to a fast start.
See Mackenzie Townsend check in for Lindsey Smith, getting her second foul of the game. Ship will once again convert on the and one. Once again, the lead still at 5 for Bluffton. Brinkman tries to get inside to Townsend, but is stolen by Anaya Hawkins. Now Hawkins, she'll pull up with the three-pointer. She can't get that to fall. Cameron Brinkman with the defensive board and a three-point. Whoa, still struggling for Rose-Hulman as we see a steal there from Rodriguez. Inside right-handed layup, can't convert. Is Fennell. We'll find Priggy. She'll launch the three. She isn't able to get it to fall. Nice pass from Cameron Brinkman. She got the offensive board while falling down, gets it to Madison Brown.
Pretty slick pass there from Brinkman as she was going down after that offensive rebound to just give it right back to Madison Brown, who had nobody in front of her for a wide open bucket.
Bluffton University. Visit for the beautiful campus. Apply for the academic excellence and national achievements. Enroll and become one of the many Bluffton graduates who are making a difference in their communities. Visit bluffton.edu today.
We welcome you back. 4.5 left in the second, a 7-point lead for Bluffton. And so far, Andrew, we could say it's been back and forth, but Bluffton's just able to hang on to a 5, 6, 7-point lead for a majority of this first half.
Yeah, and here's a good opportunity for the Fighting Engineers to get some back right here. And it seems like they've had those opportunities throughout this one to close that gap or even take the lead. Or get close to tying things up, and they just haven't been able to, whether it's a missed shot inside or not being able to get a stop on defense after they get a make of their own. So it's been pretty back and forth, like you said, and Bluffton's just been able to kind of cling to this 6-point lead that they've been at for what seems like the majority of the first half.
We'll see Jamie Baum convert on both free throws. Make it a 5-point game. Brown into the paint, up with the right hand, gets it to fall. Didn't really see that many friendly bounces against MSJ, but now we're seeing a couple of them today. Pull up from Rodriguez, nothing but net. As Rodriguez finally gets on the board.
Rose is going to need more shots like that to get things going offensively. It can't just all be Jamie Baum and Emma Shipp. It's got to go to the supporting cast as well. That's a big shot to keep them in this.
Townsend in the short corner brings it back out. Collenberg's three doesn't hit the rim and will bounce out of bounds. With 3:22 left here in the first half, a 5-point lead for Bluffton. See Rodriguez into the game. We'll see a couple subs as well for Bluffton. Rachel Clark, Lacey Fenstemaker. We give Tamron Brinkman and Kyle Collenberg a breather. This Baum already up to 10 points today. Can't make it 12. Brown looking to push the pace here. Goes inside the paint, find Clarkson in the corner for three. That one short, tipped out of bounds by Townsend.
I'm wondering if maybe that one got tipped in the corner because it looked like it came up pretty short. Came out of her hand kind of funny.
See Julian Meyer now checking in. Ball will be handled by Jamie Baum. Gets a double screen, kicks it out. Rodriguez corner three is short.
That's still a good look for the Fighting Engineers, and that's kind of what they have to do, is use Jamie Baum sometimes to get a better look on the perimeter.
Baum tries to throw it up to Rodriguez, but a little bit too far out of reach. Bluffton catches a break from Rose-Hulman, possibly making it a 3-point game. Fence maker wide open on the wing. Kicked out of bounds by Rodriguez as fence maker was trying to get it inside the Townsend.
Townsend's already getting some more usage in this one than she has in the past. She's only averaging 7 minutes per game as the backup center, and I feel like she's been out there for a majority of this second quarter and has done a pretty nice job down low for the Beavers, defending, rebounding, everything else in between.
Another turnover for Bluffton there. Madison Brown unable to hold on to that pass. See Rodriguez backing down Clark, gets it out, Ship, and we will see a travel.
Yeah, just shuffled her feet before she took that jump stop there. Never put the ball on the court to establish a dribble either.
2 minutes now left in this first half. Now see Priggy on the elbow, goes baseline, spin move. It'll be another travel. That'll go up against Priggy. We also see Reagan Lorenzen coming back in for Rose-Hulman. Ship backing down Townsend, goes up with it. And she will get the foul call, and Ship will go back to the free throw line. Ship so far this season, about 64% from the charity stripe, can't convert on that one. Second won't fall either. There's also Rose-Hulman, not much of a free throw shooting team as well, just about 72% from the charity stripe this season. Priggy, one-handed pass, Clark wide open three. Got it! That one goes for Rachel Clark, leads up to 8.
Yeah, Rachel Clark isn't asked to shoot a whole lot for the Beavers. They have some pretty good scoring options, and she's been really good at bringing the ball up and playing the point guard position very well. And right there, she's just able to knock it down. It's a big shot.
Another great finish there from Jamie Baum. She's already up to 12 on the afternoon. Brown inside, fence to maker, short corner jumper, nothing but net.
It's good vision there from Madison Brown. They're going to have to keep that up if they continue to crash down every time she drives inside. There's always somebody open on the perimeter.
Baum backing down Priggy. Cross court to Meyer. Nice pass inside Rodriguez, but she can't get it to convert. Shot clock has been turned off. Bluffton with a chance to make it a double-digit lead going into the half. Down the 6, Brown pulls it back. Fencemaker has to throw it up. Won't go, and Baum is able to get the board, and that'll take us to the end of the first half. Pretty impressive both half by both teams, with Bluffton just able to hold on to an 8-point lead. We'll take us to the end of the first half. When we come back, we'll have the first half stats for you and some keys for Bluffton to try to get their first conference win with a 32-24 lead over Rose-Hulman.
Hey everyone, I'm Haven Montague. I'm a sophomore and I am becoming a scholar mentor. My favorite part about being a mentor is just getting to connect with the upcoming class. I definitely have made a lot of new friends and helping them to get acclimated around here. So for me, the Great Adventure, when I went last year, I loved the wilderness aspect. I got to connect into my faith as I'm really built through God, and it just felt so amazing to walk the trails and get to connect to my class. Because when I got back, it was definitely different. We all felt bonded together. And now this year, it just felt exactly like that. It's just from the outside looking in, watching them grow and bond and feel like they could trust each other. And you can just see the classroom just get louder and louder each day because they are just loving to talk to each other, and those relationships stick around. And I'm really excited to see how the rest of the year goes.
Hi, my name is Carter Ritchie and I'm a senior communication and media major. I chose Bluffton because I felt very much at home as soon as I got on campus. Everyone was very welcoming, and when I met with professors and students, I felt like I wasn't just a number like I had felt at some of the other universities that I had visited. My favorite course that I've taken so far at Bluffton is Communication for the Common Good, just because it kind of set the standard for what my other communication classes have been. One way that Bluffton helped me decide on a major was mostly through professors, because I thought I knew what I wanted to do when I came to college, but I quickly realized that I wasn't on the path that I thought was most beneficial for me later in life. And the professors pointed me in the right direction. I explored a bunch of different majors before I figured out that communication was the major that I fit best in. If you're unsure about what you want to study when you come to college, it's okay to come in undecided, because from my experience, it's okay to switch around, and professors will point you in the right direction of where to go, even if you're not completely sure on either a major or a career path after graduation.
My name is Ashley Cloker. This is my third year at Bluffton University, and I am a mathematics major. My favorite class pertaining to my math major is my calculus class. It was my freshman year, and it was with a lot of the friends that I have now. I chose Bluffton because of the faculty, and all the people here at Bluffton really welcomed me into the community, and it made me feel like I was at home. After I graduate, I plan on becoming a teacher, a math teacher at the high school level, and a coach on the side.
Hi, my name is Claire Matthews. I am a nutrition and dietetics major here at Bluffton, and I'm from Bluffton, Ohio. I love the idea of helping people, and doing that in a way where I can combine what I'm passionate about and helping people is really exciting to me. I chose Bluffton University because I am originally from Bluffton, and I never imagined I would be here right now, but I came on a tour. I love the community aspect, and I've grown to appreciate a lot of things about our town and community. At Bluffton, we just got an accredited program for nutrition and dietetics, and I can now get my master's here in 5 years as opposed to the normal 6. So that was a huge part of me choosing Bluffton for my major. I originally thought that I wouldn't love the smaller class sizes, but after experiencing the smaller class sizes, because my major on average we have about 12 to 15 students in each of my classes, I found that it's been really helpful to get that one-on-one experience. On campus, I am involved on the women's soccer team. I work full-time in the summer and during the school year in the campus admissions office. I am a President's Ambassador, and I'm a part of BUNO, which is Bluffton's Nutrition Association. When I give campus tours to students, one thing that I always tell them is to make sure that this campus feels like a place that you can see yourself for the next 4 years. You want to come on a campus that makes you feel safe and at home and like you have family surrounding you, and I think that Bluffton is the perfect place for that, and I think it's really hard to find this anywhere else.
My name's Emily Buss. I am a sophomore from Clyda, Ohio, and my majors are marketing and communication and media with a minor in public relations. Came to Bluffton with that, just marketing in mind. Then after talking to multiple professors, they said, you should think about picking up communication. My ultimate goal after graduating is I definitely want to do something marketing based, maybe working with like a marketing agency, possibly being like a marketing specialist, fingers crossed. My professors have been so helpful and like caring. They want to know like how you're doing. Like maybe if you miss one class, they're right there to be like, hey, are you all right? What's going on? Like, how can I help you? I'm a lead president's ambassador. I'm also a residential advisor, and I'm a cheerleader. So there are many things to do on campus. I think it is very important to be involved on campus. It allows you to get those connections, get to know people. We are a small campus, so I think having those connections will definitely help. We also have like a great community of respect here. So just having that really helped me choose Bluffton as like, you know, my next home. And it just made this campus feel like home with just like the friendly people.
Hi, I'm Noah Mackey. I'm a junior here at Bluffton, and I am a double major in criminal justice and social work. My favorite class here at Bluffton is probably Intro to Social Work. That's my favorite class because Kelly, the professor, just makes it really easy and really enjoyable to learn. I chose Bluffton because it's a small community just like my hometown, and I really like to get to know a lot of people, and it's a lot easier when it's a smaller campus. So I choose the social science majors here at Bluffton because the professors and advisors are just really easy to get along with. They're really understanding, they're really helpful with whatever you need. After graduation, I plan to attend the police academy and go on to be like a state patrol officer.
Bluffton University. Visit for the beautiful campus. Apply for the academic excellence and national achievements. Enroll and become one of the many Bluffton graduates who are making a difference in their communities. Visit bluffton.edu today.
Hi, my name is Emily Walker. I am a History AYA major from Archbold, Ohio. I chose to be a History AYA major because I come from a long line of educators and I want to teach the next generation, and I really love history. I really like that in my field experience I got to connect with a teacher that was in the profession that I'm going to go into, and it really helped me to solidify my decision in my major. I am super involved here on campus. I'm a member of the Marback Activities Council. I'm a member of the Bluffton Education Organization. I'm the vice president of the History Club, and I'm also a president's ambassador. Some of my favorite memories on campus happen when I play sand volleyball at night. There's just a bunch of us that meet together and we go and play for hours a night, and it's just so much fun. Cool opportunity that I've had so far here at Bluffton was to go on a Civil War trip to Antietam and other battlegrounds over near the DC area, and it was just a really great experience to learn more about history and get to see some of those cool sites. As a President's Ambassador, I give a lot of tours to prospective students, and I love it so much because I love getting to talk to all these possible students and just encouraging them to come join our beautiful community here.
We have a really strong residence life program. In fact, we ask all of our students to live on campus during the time that they're here. One reason we do that is because we really feel strongly about how the residential experience impacts your overall Bluffton experience.
Here at Bluffton, we have a really tight-knit community where you really do get those individual interactions which really make your experience here at Bluffton. We really feel that making a sense of community really helps the residence halls and your living experience, and we're going to do everything that we can to make sure that you feel that you're welcomed, you're safe on campus, and like you have that sense of community, because that's really what makes Bluffton so special.
We are a residential campus, right? The vast majority of our students live here on campus, and that might be different than some other institutions, and it's certainly something that makes Bluffton distinctive. And that sense of community includes that closeness within the halls, but it also is the closeness within the confines of our small campus, right? All of our residence halls are all just minutes away from classroom spaces, from athletic facilities, and certainly Marback Center, our student union, and dining facilities as well. So you're always going to be in a very kind of close tight-knit community. We are so excited to have you as part of our community. So welcome to Bluffton, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Hi, my name is Ali Zavara. I'm a senior here at Bluffton University, and I'm an English AYA major. I chose Bluffton because of the small community, and I felt on my tours that I really connected with the professors here. My favorite course here at Bluffton has been Studies of American Literature. I really liked the way we had a spread of authors at different time periods and the different themes we covered. I just really enjoyed it. The English education here at Bluffton is super helpful. We do multiple field experiences, and at least with the English department, we've been able to work at the Writing Center to kind of look how to edit papers and give suggestions back to people. So it's been really nice to get some hands-on experience before I go into a classroom. So after graduation, I plan on getting a job as a high school English teacher and then work my way up to become a college professor.
I'm Lindsay Barnes, and I'm from Van Wert County. My majors are social work and minoring in criminal justice. I chose social work to be my major because my mom worked in the courthouse in Van Wert County for most of my life, and so it ultimately led me to be interested in the criminal aspect of social work, and I just wanted to help those who are incarcerated or who have been incarcerated and their families. I chose to come to Bluffton because of the small town community atmosphere that would allow me to get closer with friends, but also the professors, to have that one-on-one relationship. The Bluffton professors here actually care about if you succeed and generally care how you're doing. As a freshman coming to Bluffton, you go on a great adventure to Tennessee, and that really helped us break out of our shell of being nervous with each other. To live in the residence halls, it brings a sense of community together because you can always knock on someone's door and hang out with someone. As a student on campus, I am part of the softball team. I'm also going to be next year as president ambassador and an RA, but also I like to be part of the intramurals here on campus, as it's small town feel, so everyone gets really involved and it's super fun.
We welcome you back for the start of the second half, a 32-24 lead for the Bluffton Beavers. This HGAC doubleheader this Saturday. Caleb Giesing and Andrew Collinsworth with you. And Andrew, a really great start here for Bluffton, up 8. And kind of looking ahead here, looking at these stats, what kind of sticks out to you from this game so far?
Well, I think Bluffton's done a pretty good job of capitalizing on their offensive chances. They only had 4 second chance points and 8 offensive rebounds, so you'd like to see that number get up a little bit, but aside from that, they've done a pretty good job on both ends of the floor. Rose-Hulman has done a decent job of being able to get the ball into their playmakers, and Jamie Baum and Emma Shipp, they both, well, Jamie Baum has 12 and Emma Shipp has 8, so they have 20 of their 24 points, but they're going to need more from everybody else on their team to to get back into this one. An 8-point deficit is by no means a big margin, especially with 20 minutes of basketball left. So they have a good chance here in the second half to get back into it, but it's going to take more than just those two players to do it.
Yeah, especially with Jamie Baum playing the full 20 minutes of that first half. She usually averages about 36, 37 minutes a game, so we're kind of wondering if the fatigue's going to set in, if she's going to be well conditioned enough to be able to play the full 40 minutes of this ball game. Also know Rose-Hulman hasn't had the lead yet this game. They will have possession to start off this second half.
I think one thing that's helped Bluffton out has been the ability to rotate their 4s and 5s between Tamron Brinkman and Lindsay Smith, the 2 starters, and Lacey Fenstermaker and Mackenzie Townsend. None of them have played more than 12 minutes, and that's key to keep them fresh and out of foul trouble. So I'm expecting them to have a big second half.
Ship can't get it to fall, and there'll be a foul on the floor. It looks like it'll go up against Sophia Rees. That'll bring her up to 3 fouls in this game.
Yeah, she's going to have to be careful the rest of the way. Not a whole lot of fouls in this one in the first half. Only 10 combined, 5 for each team. So teams have been playing pretty clean. A lot of the times it hasn't been shooting fouls as well. Speak of the devil.
As we'll have another foul on the floor. It'll be a Nia Hawkins. It'll actually be a shooting foul. Madison Brown, so far this game, 9 points for Bluffton, including 4-7 from the field, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. First one is good so far in this game. Bluffton the first half, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Only 50%, but not many opportunities at the cherry stripe as Brown will knock down both, extend the lead to 10.
Yeah, teams are now even. Both teams 4 for 6 from the free throw line. So no advantage for either team there so far.
Makes it the biggest lead of the game for Bluffton. See, going into the paint, bringing it back out, Ships, 15-footer, won't fall. Madison Brown corrals the defensive board. Brown will get it to Smith, looking inside to Brinkman. Backing down Ship, left hand, little isn't able to get enough on it. But Bluffton will hold on to possession there. So it looks like we have might be an issue on the floor here. Two of the officials will gather, might be pointing up at the shot clock. They will reset it to 20. It looked like the ball might have got tipped out by one, since it got tipped out by one of the Rose-Hulman players. Now see Brown drives left, shot fake, right hand is short. Into the hands of Emma Ship. See Reese, short corner now, Hawkins. A little too strong, but will be a shooting foul on Tamron Brinkman, her second of the game.
We talked about earlier in the season, Bluffton having a smaller team this year. They've really only rotated 9 players in and out frequently, and it seems to be the case again today. You know, only 14 or 15 players, I think it might be 15 players on the roster, a couple of them banged up with lower leg injuries, so they've had to find some underclassmen to get things going. And we mentioned Madison Brown as well. She's been very welcome addition. She hadn't had many opportunities before this season, and she's just done a terrific job scoring the rock and leading the Beavers in scoring.
Priggy spin move, nice pass to Smith, back out. Clark's three-pointer rolls around the rim, no good. So now Reese pushes us into the paint. Tries to get it inside the Ship, but stolen by Brinkman, is able to save it from falling out of bounds. See Priggy, ball tipped Out of bounds by Anaya Hawkins. Madison Brown looks to trigger, gets it into the block for Brinkman, throws it into the hands of Fennell, throws it up top, bomb underneath the rim, can't finish with the right hand. Madison Brown will bring it back out. Crossover from Brown, she's unable to maintain possession. It'll be a turnover on the Beavers, bringing them up to 12.
Couple of sloppy offensive possessions there for the Beavers. You don't want to get comfortable with just a 9-point lead. You know how teams can come back right there.
An acrobatic finish there.
Yeah,
from
Sophia Reese getting inside. You just have to make sure that you keep the tempo up, and now Rose-Hulman's going to come out in a press.
Try to cause turnovers. Try to cause some confusion on Bluffton. Try to cut down this lead, now at 7. Clark brings it back out. Now Brown with it at the free throw line. Less than 10 on the clock. Brown slips through the hands. An over and back call on Bluffton. Another turnover. A team that averages 13 turnovers a game is already up to 13 here with 6:49 left in the third.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Shuttler call it a timeout, try to get his team to regroup a little bit. They're just a little out of sorts on the offensive end of the floor.
Bomb a contested 3, nothing but net. Bomb now up to 15. Leads down to 4. Bomb going up against Brown. Now see Clark within the corner. Gets it inside to Brinkman, cutting down to the block is Lindsey Smith. Great recognition there from Brinkman. Notice a double team coming and dumps it down to Lindsey Smith on the block in the easy 2.
Yeah, Rose-Hulman has been forced to help out down low, and it's left a lot of perimeter shooters open, and right there is actually Lindsey Smith making a little cut as her defender went and helped on Tamron Brinkman.
Pull up from Reese, bounces off the left side of the rim, no good. Nice pass from Brown inside to Smith. Smith with back-to-back possessions with a bucket on the right block. Brings the lead up to 8.
That was a great seal down low by Lindsey Smith. Able to use her body to give her a nice, easy layup.
As Rose-Hulman's able to respond, Caitlin Fennell gets on the board. So third quarter will go under 5 minutes remaining. Prigge, the left hand, gets it to Clark on the corner. Clark now goes baseline shot fake. Smith unable to hold on to possession. This ball got tipped by Hawkins. It'll be a jump ball. It will stay in possession of the Beavers. That'll take us to immediate timeout. Bluffton fighting here in the third quarter, clinging to a 38-32 point lead.
Sports fans, we cheer on our favorite teams at fields, gyms, arenas, and stadiums. But have you ever wondered what it's like to be a referee? Verbal abuse from fans, parents, and coaches is the #1 reason why many referees are walking away. And they're not being replaced quickly enough by new ones. So put yourself in the official shoes, act with respect, and be officially human.
We welcome you back. A 38-32 lead for Bluffton with 4:40 left in the third quarter. And so far this game, a lot of distribution going around from the Beavers with at least four players in the starting lineups with at least 5 points. Brown with 11, Priggy with 7, Rachel Clark with 5, and Lindsey Smith now up to 6. Heavy pressure on Lindsey Smith, trying to get it to somebody. Gets it over to Brinkman. Now be Stiley with the ball up top. So unable to hold on to possession. We'll have a jump ball between Ship and Smith. And with the jump ball coming in before the immediate timeout, that jump ball right there will bring the possession over to Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, you can see some frustration from Coach Shuttler on the bench there as the turnovers continue to mount. Even though that's not officially a turnover, it kind of feels like that when you give up a jump ball after that kind of possession.
Maria Godoy Rodriguez with the pull-up jumper from 15 feet out.
This is what Rose-Hulman needed. They needed to find some other scoring options, and they've done it so far in this third quarter. That's allowed them to crawl back to get down to a 4-point lead now for the Beavers.
Lindsey Smith on the elbow. Less than 10 on the shot clock. Takes one dribble, picks it up, down to 5. Priggy's gonna have to throw something up here. Off the back iron, Jamie Baum with the defensive board. She'll bring it up herself. Into the paint to the left block, left-handed. What a finish from Jamie Baum, up to 17 now. The lead's cut down to 2.
Whatever adjustments Rose-Hulman made at halftime, they are paying off, especially on the defensive end. Bluffton just can't get anything going.
See Brown on the block, has to bring it back out. Priggy double teamed is Tamron Brinkman. Another turnover for the Beavers. Rose-Hulman a chance to either tie it up or take a lead. Rodriguez into the paint, right-handed floater, can't get it to go. The offensive board, Baum pulls up from the free throw line. We have a tie game, 38 all. Timeout, Beavers.
What a run for the Fighting Engineers here. Going into half, 32-24, only 6 points for the Beavers here in the third quarter. Rose-Hulman has almost doubled their first half total just in over 7 minutes of action. It's impressive.
A 14-6 run for the Fighting Engineers has us tied 38 all with 2:42 here left in the third quarter. I'll see Brown up top. Inside, Lindsey Smith, right hand fade away, got it to fall. Lindsey Smith now up to 8 points. See Baum in the corner being guarded by Priggy. Baum goes into the body of Priggy and gets the foul call. See Kyla Collenburn and Rachel Clark checking back in for Bluffton. Jamie Baum so far 19 points. so far this game. She'll now make it 20.
Jamie Baum has been as advertised so far in this one. Open shots, they just don't miss.
That free throw barely hits the rim. Oh, now make it only a 1-point lead for Bluffton. Let's see, Columber in the short corner is able to get it to Brown. Now Brown goes up and under. And Rose-Hulman pushing here. Wide open, Diaz. And they have their first lead of the game. Let's see Julian Meyer now checking back in. Like I said, Rose-Hulman with 1:45 remaining in the third quarter get their first lead of this ball game. Now Clark drives right and will have a shooting foul on Godoy Rodriguez, only her first of the game. Kayla Prigio now check back in. She'll check in for Madison Brown. Reagan Lorenzen will also check in for Rodriguez.
There you see Clark on the season, 66.7% from the line.
She'll be able to knock down the first. Rachel Clark so far starting every single game for the Beavers. Averaging about 4.5 points a game as the second one won't go, and the ball tipped out by Fenstermaker, and she doesn't seem too happy with that call. We're all knotted up at 41. And a kick ball there from Rachel Clark as Baum was trying to get it in to Emma Shipp.
It'll be interesting to see what Coach Shuttler wants to do here in the fourth quarter to try to generate some more offense. Just hasn't been able to find a groove here. And maybe it's getting turnovers like that to go in transition.
Columber in the wing, her three isn't going to fall. Rachel Clark gets the offensive board and will have a foul on the floor. Looks like that will go up against Amelia Diaz. Bluffton in that first half had 8 offensive rebounds. I think that one right there will bring him up to 11 offensive boards on the game. Now a minute left in the third. Be Fenstermaker in the short corner, 10 on the shot clock. Goes baseline, Clark wide open in the corner for 3. Gets it to fall.
Wow.
Call that one a friendly bounce.
Yeah, I think she got a hit, went around the rim, hit the backboard, and back in. You don't see that very often.
3-point lead now for Bluffton. Diaz tipped by Smith. Baum able to recover. Diaz gets it right back. She'll shoot the corner 3. That she can't convert. 3-on-2 for Bluffton. Clark.
Good pass.
Bounce pass to Fenstermaker. Leads up to 5. Shot clock has been turned off. A high 2-3 from Bluffton. Down to 5. Baum splits through 3 defenders, blocked by Smith. Diaz goes up with it. She can't get it to fall. And another block there by Priggy on Jamie Baum.
And if you're Rose-Hulman after that quarter, you have to kind of sit here and say, how are we trailing by 5? We did everything that we wanted to do. And Bluffton just did a good job to close out the quarter on a little 5-0 run, trying to do as much damage control as they possibly could. We got some scores from around the league, some halftime scores from the 1 o'clock slates. Transylvania is ahead on MSJ 32-26. Manchester is up on Earlham 29-28, and Hanover is up on Franklin by the same score. So looking at those standings, Hanover and Franklin battling it out. Hanover first place 2-0, trying to get to a perfect 3-0.
Yeah, but everybody's looking at that number 3 spot. Transylvania national champions 2 years ago. One of the top D3 women's basketball programs in the country, projected to finish first in the HCAC. They're in that 3 spot with a 4-2 overall record, but 1-0 in the conference. They're going to be a tough task for anybody that they face.
Yeah, we saw a pretty impressive MSJ team in here on Wednesday. They're holding their own right now. At halftime, only down 6 against Transylvania, holding them to 32 first-half points. That's a feat within itself. It seems like every time Transylvania comes into this gym, they put on a offensive display that we haven't seen before. So MSJ doing their very best to hold off the Pioneers.
Now look ahead. Next Saturday, Rose-Hulman will actually travel to Transylvania to take on the Pioneers, and then the following Wednesday, go to Berea College, the new member of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. We'll start off the fourth quarter here with a three-pointer at the top of the key from Kayla Prigge. That'll get her to 10 points on the afternoon. Dumped down to Nia Hoggins, and it'll look like it'll be a foul on Kayla Prigge. A little bit of a push there. See Ship try to get it in there to Hawkins right underneath the basket. Bluffton trying to play a high 2-3 zone here. A swinging around bomb. Fennell's able to get it into Reese. Around 3-point line. Fennell, catch and shoot, won't go.
Good contest by Kayla Prigge on the wing there.
Bounce pass, and the fence maker immediately double team. Gets it out of it. Lindsey Smith can't go, and she rolls up her ankle a little bit. On her way down. Just rolls her right ankle a little bit there on Sophia Reese. So we'll take the injury timeout, an 8-point lead for the Beavers.
Bluffton University. Visit for the beautiful campus. Apply for the academic excellence and national achievements. Enroll and become one of the many Bluffton graduates who are making a difference in their communities. Visit bluffton.edu today.
Lindsey Smith able to get up on her own power, limping a little bit. It'll be Madison Brown now to shoot the free throws as she checked in for Smith.
Yeah, certainly hope that Lindsey Smith is all right. She's had a fantastic start to the season and a good game so far today. Hopefully it's just a minor sprain.
Brown's able to convert on both. Bluffton a lot better here from the charity stripe in this game. 7 of 10 so far. Bomb in the paint. Swings it around. Three-pointer from Fennell, no good.
It's another good look for Rose, too. So he had a really good ball movement there. Good pass inside the bomb, and then a good swing into the corner. Just not able to convert those big shots.
Prigge going left, blocked by Jamie Baum. She's having herself a fantastic afternoon for Rose-Hulman. 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Defensive maker on the elbow, hands it off Clark. Able to get it back. Shot clock down to 6. Prigge, contested 3. A little bit too strong, tipped by Reese. She's able to hold on to it. Pushes it up, Fennell. Back out. Reese can't convert on the jumper. Ball loose on the floor. Prigge is able to get it to Brown, but it will be a foul, and Prigge's shaken up.
I think she might have hit her head. Yeah, she's still holding it. They might have to sub.
looks like she actually lost the contact.
Oh.
Or maybe got poked in the eye there. Contact came out. Her teammates, looks like got her some eye drops to be able to put it back in. She looks...
I don't know how you're able to pick all that up from her. I was so confused. I was like, oh, man, that must have been worse than I thought. And then that's great deduction from you.
Pretty able to get it up to Fenstermaker. Able to maintain balance, but throws it over the head of Madison Brown. Bring up to 16 turnovers on the afternoon, but still clinging on to a 10-point lead with now less than 8 minutes. Bomb now in the corner. Ship now at the elbow going up against Townsend. She'll get called for travel. And turnover is not really hurting Rose-Hulman as much. Only their 9th turnover on the game for a team that usually averages about half of that. Nice pass from Clark to Fenstermaker. Now she's up to double figures. And we'll have another travel call on Emma Ship. We'll see a couple of subs. Amelia Diaz checking in. CK Gallegos Rodriguez and Maria Godoy Rodriguez. Heavy press here from Rose-Hulman. Bluffton able to break out of it. We'll use up that clock. Fenstermaker goes baseline, shot fakes. Can't finish between two defenders. Now see Godoy Rodriguez throws it low on Hawkins. Bluffton looking to push. Clark spin move, throws it up. Can't get the bounce. That almost went in. Brown gets it back. She can't get that to fall. Fenstermaker with another offensive rebound. They'll slow it down.
That was a good decision by Kayla Pergy right there. I thought that she was going to go ahead and pull that, and we know that she can make that shot. But to just take it out and use more clock is more important there.
Lacey Fenstermaker with yet another offensive rebound. She is having herself an afternoon. We'll see a timeout from Rose-Hulman here with 6:22 left in the fourth, a 53-41 lead for the Beavers. (53-41) Bluffton with the lead, and also for that the Beavers from the end of the third quarter to now are on a 13-0 run. They've done a phenomenal job on the offensive and defensive end, especially Lacey Fenstermaker, who's at the line. She has 5 rebounds, and I believe all 5 of them are on the offensive glass.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a mix for Rose-Hulman between turnovers and just seemingly can't get the lid off the basket. just both of them have kind of plagued them here in this early goings in the fourth quarter.
This fencing maker can't finish both, and it'll be a foul on Townsend, and Coach Shuttler not really pleased. Look at the replay here, and
yeah, it wasn't a foul. They just called it out of bounds, and it was off of Jamie Baum. See some good sportsmanship there from Townsend going over to make sure that Baum knew it wasn't intentional. But they ended up getting the call correctly because it did go off of Jamie Baum.
nice backdoor cut from Rachel Clark. Can't get the friendly bounce, but it will be a foul.
I think that makes up for the three she made in the corner earlier. Rim was nice to her once today. It's not going to do it again.
So far, Rachel Clark today, 9 points. Had that with 4 rebounds and 5 assists.
Yeah, she's kind of the Swiss Army knife or jack of all trades, whatever you want to call her for the Beavers. Just defends, dishes it out, rebounds, and when she's called upon to score, she does a really good job of that too. And today, she's already up to double digits.
As Clark able to knock down both free throws, that'll bring Bluffton up to 10 players in double figures in this game. Ball tipped by Clark. Baum able to get it. Baum goes to the paint, kicks it out. Corner 3 is no good from Julia Meyer. And Baum's unable to save it from going out of bounds. So 15-0 run for Bluffton here.
You can tell that Bluffton has really upped the attention that they're giving to Jamie Baum as Madison Brown steps out on the side. And right there, Jamie Baum got it in the middle of the court. There were 4 Beavers sitting there facing her. So she had to dish it out. And another good look in the corner. Just can't get a shot to fall right now for the Engineers.
Yeah, 1 for 7 from the three-point line is Rose-Hulman, as that jumper's no good. Sitting at about 35% from the field this game. Prigge picks it up, has to get it out to Clark. Trying to run something here. 10 on the shot clock. Clark goes left. Up and under. What a finish from Rachel Clark. Brings the lead up to 16. Now see short corner. Gallegos Rodriguez finds Meyer on the opposite short corner. That jumper won't fall. Ball tipped out of bounds by Rodriguez. See Emma Ship checking back in for Rose-Hulman, as well as Kaylin Fennell. Clark trying to push it up, and it'll be a blocking foul on Sophia Reese. That'll be her 4th foul of the game. Be interested to see what Coach Devrin Paul decides to call here. If he decides to keep Sophia Reese in, or if he tries to go to somebody else, try to keep her from getting that 5th foul.
I think this late in the game, you just have to let her ride and trust that she's not going to pick up that 5th foul, and if she does, that it's a smart foul. You don't really have many options at this point with a 17-point lead for the Beavers. It's going to take a lot for Rose-Hulman to come back in this one.
Rachel Clark gets her 14th and 15th point, making her the leading scorer for the Beavers.
That run just continues to grow, keeping Rose-Hulman.
We'll see another travel on Rose-Hulman. Rose-Hulman just trying to find a way to cut into this deficit. This ball will be tipped out of bounds by Amelia Diaz.
They just need to find a way to get one shot to fall. You get one shot to fall, you end the run, the scoreless streak, and you can start to build something back. And maybe, you know, it's not enough to come back in this one, but it could be something to make you feel good about how you end things off.
As Mackenzie Townsend gets tripped up. I think it looks like it was against Amelia Diaz. Coach Devon Paul not really happy with the call there. Townsend converts on the first. Seeing a lot of Mackenzie Townsend tonight, especially now with Lindsey Smith out with that ankle injury, but she's done a phenomenal job for the Beavers. She'll convert on the second. Makes it a 20-0 run. Ship inside, tipped out of bounds by Fenstermaker. Be Kaylin Fennell to inbound it. Fine Ship wide open at the block. Will have a shooting foul against Kayla Prigge. That'll be her third of the game.
Yeah, it seemed like coming out of that half, Bluffton just wasn't ready to break the press, and now that they have here in this fourth quarter, it's opened up a lot of opportunities for some easy layups as soon as they break it. And they have Lacey Fenstermaker, Mackenzie Townsend, or Rachel Clark sitting down low, ready for that pass to just go right up, finish off the backboard. Has kind of been the key for them here in this fourth quarter to go on that long run and take a commanding lead when it seems like all the momentum was in Rose-Hulman's favor.
Nice idea there by Lacey Fenstermaker to instead of try to go for possible contested layup to slow the game down, try to use up some clock. Be now Prigge in the corner. Clark wide open, shot fake. And we'll have a 3-second violation. That might be on Lacey Fenstermaker. Now 4 minutes left in the fourth, a 61-43 lead. Ship inside, tries to get it to Fennell, but it's tipped and stolen by Kayla Prigge. I'll see Brown going up against Amelia Diaz, and Diaz will get called for the foul. Of Bluffton being in the bonus. Yet a couple of free throws here as Anaya Hawkins will check in for Rose-Hulman as well as Maria Godoy Rodriguez.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Bluffton start putting in some of those reserves at this point. Already up to a 19-point lead with a chance for 23.5 minutes left. You know, you might want to leave a couple of your starters in there, but you know, you don't want to risk injury, and you want to give some of the other players some good experience.
Fenstermaker, the offensive board, and gets it to finish. Lacey Fenstermaker has been doing it all on the offensive end. 12 points, like I said. Seems like almost every rebound she has been on the offensive end. Rose-Hulman will get back possession. And Reagan Lorenzen come back in for the Fighting Engineers. Lorenzen will get her right away. Catch and shoots three. Doesn't hit the rim. Kaylin Fennell unable to save it from going out of bounds. Madison Brown will bring it back out. Townsend will get it right away, dumps it inside to Brown. Going up against Anaya Murphy, can't get it to go. Anaya Hawkins, excuse me.
We watched Anaya Murphy on Wednesday drop, what was it, 22?
About 22 points.
Something like that for MSJ. So we got used to saying her name quite a bit.
Yeah. We'll have a timeout here. 64-43 lead for the Beavers with less than 3 to go in the fourth. 64-43 left here in the fourth quarter here. Madison Brown will knock down the first. She's had a phenomenal game so far today. 15 points, including only 4 of 11 from the field, but now 7 of 9 from the free throw line. She is also getting a double-double as well, adding on 10 rebounds. Now makes a 23-point lead. D3 from Caitlin Fannel gets nothing but net. See Lacey Fensterberger now bring it up. They'll bring it back out. Brown goes left, goes up with the right hand. It'll be a shooting foul on Godoy Rodriguez. That'll be only her third of the game.
Couple more updates from across the league. Transylvania is starting to take control with 4 minutes left over MSJ. They're up 51-37. Manchester has a 6-point lead with just a couple minutes left against Earlham, and Hanover is up 59-52 on Franklin. So a lot of those halftime scores, the leads remain the same. It's just whether or not, or how big they really opened up their leads to be. We see some of the subs check into the game for the Beavers.
You also see Saria Snowden check in for Jamie Baum, finishing the game, playing about 38 minutes, finishing with 20 points. You also see for Bluffton, number 31, Katie Sims, and number 11, Jessica Moore, checking in for Bluffton, another sub. And for Rose-Hulman, number 34, Columba Rodriguez. Looks like it'll be a foul on the floor that will go up against another sub that checked in for Bluffton, number 45, Aaron Schuffelberger. You also see Lacey Fenstermaker check out, Rachel Clark check out as well. See Lillian Wakefield checking in as well, number Sharon Kiefer. See the ball loose on the floor here. Fighting for it. Kiefer's able to save it. For Bluffton, Jessica Moore will bring it up with 2 minutes left. Ball tipped and stolen by Lorenzen. Tries to save it, but it goes right into the hand of Jessica Moore. Jessica Moore going right up against Godoy Rodriguez. It's intercepted, and Godoy Rodriguez finishes on the left side.
Perfectly executed fast break for the Fighting Engineers.
Yeah, another easy bucket for Rodriguez. Now see Bluffton slow it down with approaching 1 more minute, 68-50, Bluffton with the lead. Sims brings it back out. Moore's wing three, just a little bit too far to the right. It looks like it would be a foul. Go up against Schuffelberger, or actually against Lillian Wakefield. Actually, they're going to call it on Reagan Lorenzen. And Lillian Wakefield, only her 4th game played in this season, attempting her first shots at the free throw line.
Chance for her first points as well.
She can't convert both. See Columba Rodriguez get the defensive board. Pull-up jumper from Meyer, won't fall. Ball tipped out of bounds, and Rose-Hulman will hold on to it. The top jumper is no good from Lorenzen. Have another offensive board for Rose-Hulman, another foul going against Sims. Ghidorah Rodriguez sets to inbound. Gets it into Colombo Rodriguez. She'll go into the paint. Throws it up and she'll get called for a travel. See Kiefer, nice drive into the middle of the court.
Clock not rolling, would be my guess.
Originally set at 43. Only went down a second from when Sims got it to Kiefer, driving it to the middle of the court.
I think it's taking more time to actually take the time off the clock than it would be to just let it go. There 42 seconds left.
While we get this situated, kind of talk a little bit. Bluffton, an impressive finish to this game. I believe it was a 27-9 run.
Yeah.
To finish off this game. What do you think, Andrew, was kind of the key to their success towards the end of this game?
I think they just settled down in the fourth quarter. You know, that third quarter was all Rose-Hulman, and they showed a couple of different defensive looks. So it just took Bluffton a little bit to settle in once they saw those, and I think Coach Shuttler made the right adjustments in order to break the press, and they were just able to get quick points off of that. And when you're able to do that, you're able to play better defense, you're able to get set more. You're not turning the ball over as much, so it's just a much cleaner fourth quarter, and they did what they had to do to pull away.
Jessica Moore gets, that was a huge friendly bounce there for Moore. She gets her first 2 points of the season. See Rodriguez able to finish underneath the rim. Moore trying to get it in. Coach Shuttler will call a timeout. And I look at a couple of the final stats from both teams. Jamie Baum with a game high 20 points, finishing 8 of 17 from the field, 1 of 2 from the three-point line, along with 6 rebounds and 3 assists. Madison Brown once again leading scorer for the Beavers, 18 points. Majority coming in from the free throw line, 10 of 12. Also finishing with a double-double with 10 rebounds.
Yeah, I didn't expect her to lead the team in rebounds today. You know, she's probably the shortest. Maybe Rachel is up there as well, but in the starting lineup out of the regulars. And yeah, her efforts on the board cannot be understated. She does a really good job crashing and getting in really good position to seal out whoever the person is that's on her. And yeah, that's the reason that she got 10 boards. And she gets to the line just as much because when she gets those offensive boards and goes up with them, she gets fouled.
And also, you had 3 other players for Bluffton also finishing with double figures. Rachel Clark, a phenomenal night with 15. You had Lacey Fenstermaker finish on night with 12, and also Kayla Prigge with 10 points. So very good job from Bluffton just all around.
Yeah, and I think that you could probably go ahead and mark down that Lindsey Smith would have been in double figures had she not gotten hurt in that third quarter. That might also have been a contributing factor to that slow third quarter that the Beavers struggled in.
Jessica Moore tries to get the bucket to fall. She can't get it to go. Another shot thrown up by Wakefield isn't good. They'll play for the last shot. Here's Rose-Hulman. Rodriguez pull-up jumper, yes. Now fight off here as Bluffton gets their first conference win of the season, a 70-54 victory over Rose-Hulman, winners of 5 of their last 6. Impressive win for the Beavers.
Yeah, it wasn't always pretty, but they just did what they had to do in that fourth quarter to pull away. And You know, they went on that big run, and that really did Rose-Hulman in. They just weren't able to get anything going offensively, and because of that, Bluffton was able to play with some pace, get out of that press, and they get to celebrate their first conference win here on Copeland Court.
All right, well, we're going to go to break, but when we stick around, folks, as well.